Today we are going to look at evaluating expressions, and the way that we evaluate expressions is by making a substitution. Okay, so substitution is where we replace a given letter, a variable, with a new value. Okay. Parentheses are not always required when we do them, but they're always a good idea to include. So, here's how this works. Let's say I have the info. I know that C equals 5, and I want to evaluate 5C. That means I'm going to take this 5C, and anywhere that I see the letter C, I'm going to get rid of it, and I'm going to replace it with its value of 5. Again, putting that in parentheses is a really good idea. So now I have 5 parentheses 5. Parentheses tell us to multiply, and 5 times 5 is 25. Okay, so if I look at my next one. Now I have 2 letters. I know that A equals 6, and I know that B equals 14. So I'm given 7A minus 3B. That means anywhere that I see A, right, A is now 6, I'm going to get rid of A, and in parentheses I'm going to put 6. And anywhere I see B, I'm going to get rid of B, and I'm going to replace it with 14. So I now have 7 parentheses 6 minus 3 parentheses 14. Now, once you get to this point, I don't care if you choose to use a calculator and type this all into a calculator, whether that's your Desmos calculator or handheld calculator. In your calculator, you could just type in 7 parentheses 6 minus 3 parentheses 14, hit equals, it spits out 0, so we write down that our answer is 0. If you also wanted to do this by hand and do smaller steps along the way, that's fine. Okay, so if we look at our next example, okay, so we have 3s. I'm just writing this larger so I can make that substitution. 8 minus r. Okay, so anywhere that I see r, r is going to be replaced by negative 11. Now, I'm not canceling out this sign in front of it. In parentheses, I'm just putting negative 11 in for r. Okay, and anywhere that I see s, that's going to be replaced with 5. So I now have something that says 3 parentheses 5 minus parentheses 8 minus parentheses negative 11 parentheses. Now again, whether you choose to do some of this by hand, like maybe you know 2 negatives make a positive, or whether you choose to pick up your calculator and put 3 parentheses 5 minus, put a parentheses 8 minus parentheses negative 11 parentheses equals, and we get an answer of negative 4. Now where we really have to be careful is when we have this large fraction bar and or if we have an exponent too. We just need to make sure we're real careful, right? So I'm still doing the same idea I've been doing. I have wy plus y squared, 3w minus 5. So any place I see a w, it's telling me I'm replacing that with 4. Right, so my w is going away, and that's getting replaced with 4. Oh, here's another w, so this w is going away, and that's getting replaced with 4. And any place I see y, I'm going to put in negative 7. So this y is getting replaced with negative 7, and this y is getting replaced with negative 7. The key is that you cannot just type this in your calculator all at once unless you're really careful with how you type it. So my better suggestion is that you do the top of the fraction to start with. So I'm going to do parenthesis 4, close parenthesis, parenthesis negative 7, close parenthesis, plus parenthesis negative 7, close parenthesis squared, equals, that gives me a 21 on top. And then I'm going to do my bottom. So now I'm going to do 3 parentheses 4, close parenthesis, minus 5. And then I can focus on the 21 divided by 7, which gives me an answer of 3.